Hello guys and welcome to this review of the Power Rangers Dino Charge villain figure of Wrench. Here's what the back of the box says if any of you care to see. A mechanical soldier who knows more about tools than combat, Wrench is Sledge's go-to man for all his spaceship repairs. So there's a picture of him. And I don't know, okay. Before I sort of go off on sort of tangents, I'm leaving that there for now. When I first saw this figure, I was like, "Oh, cool! It doesn't look too bad." The only this is probably a nitpick, but it feels like it's too short and stubby. It does sort of look that way in the show. Maybe it's because of the suit actor. It feels a bit taller, but the figure just, I don't know. It just feels sort of just short and stubby. I don't know how to explain it. And it took me way too long to realize this, but he has sort of like a butt wings. And I didn't realize that at all in the show. Now that I just looked at this now and noticed, oh look, he has that. I never really realized this, and I watched the Japanese version of Dino Charge, but I seriously never really noticed that. I also noticed that this isn't painted. Maybe it's probably missing more paint in the back, but the main paint that I noticed that is missing is this, because this is sort of like a toy wine thing that sometimes is in the back of toys, probably not toys nowadays. But this, I know that this was colored or painted in the show. I don't know what else paint wise is missing in the back. Probably these are painted. I'm just guessing at that point. Here, let me just go over the axe. So obviously this is missing some paint. It's sort of like a crying eye, or I don't even know what it is, but I know that this is painted at the lines coming out of the bar in the middle are painted. At least in the show. Sorry for the light going in and out. I don't know what that's about, but again, this is the best lighting at the moment. It can be held somewhat well. Just there we go. You can hold it decently. It's only when actually hold on, I'll mention what I just found out, but when you do that, oh never mind, it actually holds it super well. I messed up. Okay, what I was gonna say is that it doesn't hold it well when you put it up, because it does that, what I just tried to show right there. So you try to go up and then it sort of slips by. But I just realized that there is, if I can even show it, is that there's sort of a thing coming out of the hand for it to be able to hold the axe. If you can see that little box thing I can't really point at. Pretty sure I should have it on both hands, right? Yeah, it does. So, because I held it right there, but you should have to push it in a bit more. And it sort of looks weird because the hand isn't all the way closed, but I mean, it holds it actually pretty well. So that's cool. He's crying right there. I also noticed that the paint that's missing is this is supposed to be white. This is this little sphere thing, and I think there's one over here. Yeah, it's supposed to be the same as this. When I first saw this, I did not realize that. The main thing I realized is the axe, and when I opened it out of the package was this. It wasn't until afterwards I looked at the suit and stuff that it's missing these. And probably more paint, but that's the main thing I noticed. Let's just take this off. I already mentioned paint, so there isn't really much to go over. I mean, yeah, it's missing some, but it's got most of the features in there, so I don't really mind. Articulation wise, it can do 360 over here, sort of hindered by this, but you just gotta move it out of the way. Elbow, no really wrist or anything like that. 360 head, rotation, kind of snapped there a little. And it is hindered in his waist articulation thing. Has no knee joint, and his feet can do a little swivel thing. So it kind of sucks that there's no knee joint, but I mean, I can sort of see why there wouldn't be, because it's hard to make it look good when it has this going on around its knee. But yeah, that is Wrench from Power Rangers Dino Charge. It is a pretty solid figure for $9.99-ish. Also, I am doing the review, if you saw Sledge's review before this one went up. I'm doing a review on all of the villains. Since they all are pictured on the back of the box, I will be, after before the outro and after this little clip right here, there will be annotations to all of the villain figures if you want to click on them and look at those reviews. If the annotations aren't up, either the video isn't up or I forgot to, and you gotta remind me to. But that is it. See you in the next one.